yesterday, there was a plan by House leadership to hold a vote on the bipartisan infrastructure framework. This was pushed by moderates as a way of decoupling and breaking the deal that was made amongst Democrats to do a two-track process of the reconciliation bill and the smaller, infrastructure-lite bill that Republicans and some Republicans. Highway Plus. And the moderates want to split this apart because that was the way that they could basically avoid having to pass the Biden agenda, if you will. And progressives said, you break the deal, we're not voting for it. And they held. And the reason why we don't have any type of real agreement yet on the reconciliation bill is for two reasons. One is Kyrsten Sinema. The other is a guy who was hanging on his yacht yesterday and had to answer some questions from activists.
A guy who clearly has a wonderful understanding of optics.
Yes, this is like this is worse than John Kerry windsurfing in August of 2004 optics.
Yeah, a yacht is as comical as it gets.
And it's this type of pressure, I think, that is very unhelpful as a senator from West Virginia. But here it is.
Let me talk if you can. Where are y'all from? Anybody from West Virginia?
Yes.
West Virginians?
We have a lot of West Virginians.
God bless you all. But gang, we're working hard. We really are. We're going to continue to in good faith. We want to get a good bill that's a balanced bill, that's well done. And I know it won't be enough for some, and it'll be too much for others. In West Virginia, West Virginia's a little bit different than it used to be.
There's a lot of poverty. What are you going to do for the poor in West Virginia?
We're going to be working everything we can to create good opportunities.
And we need to tax the rich.
Oh, I agree with that. I definitely agree. That's the one number thing we should be doing is fixing the tax code so everybody pays their fair share. We should be also negotiating for lower drug prices. We should be doing all these things.
They need that. Hold pharma accountable.
I agree with you 1,000%. We're on the same page, gang. We really are.
If we can expand Medicare, adding dental, vision, and hearing coverage to Medicare, that's a real opportunity that we can do.
Well, if we have, here, let me just explain on that one. We will get to that eventually, but right now we can't even take care of it. It's going to go broke in 2026. Let us fix and repair that
That's not true. Tax the rich.
We're taxing the rich. I agree. We're going to make the rich and the famous pay.
Well, how much are they make money? They can cover this. You can cover that without 1%. I get 26. So when you think about it, we just passed a Pentagon budget of $788 billion. No, and that over 10 years is $6 trillion, right? $6 trillion. And we're talking about
how much do you think that we spend every year on non-discretionary, basically non-defense? Just as much.
Clearly not enough.
Do you know we pay? Let me just give you all this.
But I'm just saying we can afford. If we can afford
let me
this.
just tell you. Let me give you one little bit of information. Okay, so.
Wait, I got one little bit of information for you. The Republicans are likely to take over the Senate. We don't. This is our one chance right now to pass the legislation.
If we don't do it right, do you think they won't be pilled as soon as they take over?
If you don't pass this, we're gonna.
Yeah, they're not going to pass things like this for the people. They're not. This is our chance. We can't wait.
I love these people.
I mean, unbelievable.
Isn't it amazing? Isn't it amazing? Just like the visual of people having to get on kayaks because the dude is off on his yacht. He doesn't even want to be in. There's a fly here. He doesn't even want to be in the area of geez. All right, now I'm getting distracted. There's a fly in front of my face. He doesn't even want to be on land where he can be confronted by people. So he goes to his beautiful, almost heaven yacht, and then people have to literally kayak to reach him.
It is pretty stunning. I like. He's like he wants to get the famous. You gotta tax the famous too, not just the rich, but the famous. I guess that's his way of saying, like, there's, we, of course, the rich, but let's also think about the famous because
how do you do that?
Because I'm on a yacht.
What if they're like famous but not wealthy anymore? Are you going to tax their like Twitter followers?
Yeah, right. Please don't tax Sam, for example.
I mean, the optics are amazing. And I gotta think, and I also sort of wonder what he's saying when he says West Virginia isn't like it used to be. I don't know if that's his saying that, like, you know, people are. I really not clear on what he's getting at there, but it's fascinating. Things like that can't help him. Things like that simply can't help him, and that's good. He's feeling the pressure, and we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we're going to be talking to Ryan Grimm about, among other things, the signed memo between Joe Manchin and Chuck Schumer. My understanding, it was not a lease agreement for some time on the yacht. It was, in fact, Joe Manchin's offer, I guess, as to what the country deserves, according to him, in terms of infrastructure. We will talk about that in a moment. Folks, there's more of what you've just saw where that came from. That's if you hit the subscribe and like button. Thank you. Really, thank you.